On Thursday the 14th of January 2021, Armstrong Powerhouse released the Class 411 and 412 pack for Train Simulator. The Class 411s and 412s were built by British Rail at Eastleigh between 1956 and 1963. A total of 133 units were produced, and after being initially designed for the newly electrified lines in Kent, the trains later found themselves working services across Hampshire and Sussex. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, the trains were refurbished at Swindon Works. After 49 years of service, they were Britain's longest serving Mark I electric multiple units. The model that has been produced looks absolutely superb and clearly demonstrates a high level of detail. The textures are high in quality and the train appears to be very accurate to its real-life counterpart. The following train operator liveries are included, and these are BR Blue, BR Green, London and South East, Network South East, South West Trains, Connex and South Eastern. There are multiple variants of these liveries, all of which include 3 weathered variants, though there is also an additional 4th variant for an ex-Network South East scheme in order to represent the end of their working lives under the Connex rail franchise. Externally, several visual differences are also available, and these include Mark IV motor bogies, Commonwealth bogies, Mark VI motor bogies, B5S bogie, low and high headlights, small headcode box, offside windscreen wiper, draft excluder, window bars, data panel, and 8 different overhead warning stickers. Inside, the cab looks just as good. The lighting is excellent and cleverly dynamic. The desk also features weathering. 3 variants of the cab exist, and they mainly boast different seat maquette. The first one sports BR maquette, the second has a Network South East maquette, and the third has a South West Trains maquette, plus information posters. Applications of TPWS and driver reminder appliance are dependent on which livery is selected. Each coach comes with their own equally detailed passenger view. The seat maquette is livery dependent. There are multiple camera angles and even interior door animation. Again, it looks superb and feels comforting. In terms of operational features, we have a cold and dark start, where in order to start the train, you need to set the auxiliaries, turn on the AWS, set the cab secure radio where applicable, and wait for air pressure to build before releasing the handbrake. In addition to a working headcode blind, a small number of MCBs can also be operated. Once on the move, power is regulated through the camshaft system. Camshafts were commonly used on DC EMUs such as this train until the 1980s. It works by progressively cutting out resistances when powering up so as to control the current going to the motors. As you progress through the notches, resistances are removed, with each notch providing a boost in acceleration. In late 1988, a second weak field notch was added to all Class 412s so as to provide improved acceleration between 45 and 60 miles an hour. This is known as the Greyhound modification and has been simulated. Wheel slip and wheel side simulation is also included. Depending on the selected season and how wet the weather is, the wheels have a potential to slip because of poor adhesion. To add to the challenge, These units do not feature any automatic protection or even a sander. It also makes it very easy for the traction motors to cut out if you are not careful, so you will have to reset them accordingly. In terms of braking, like the Class 205 pack, this pack implements a representation of the combined EP and auto brake. Additional scripting also simulates the performance of the tread brakes, where the brake force gradually becomes stronger as the train slows down. Unlike the 205, however, AP have taken things up a notch by adding randomly generated brake and power factor. These factors can increase or decrease performance of the unit by 10% either way. The beauty of this feature is that there is no way of finding out what factor the unit has been allocated, so that means you will have the added responsibility of assessing the unit's feel when accelerating and braking. This pack features the random door script, where doors open and close randomly whilst loading at stations. New scenario markers have also been created to allow the passenger doors to open as the train rolls into the station. This was common passenger behaviour prior to the introduction of central locking on newer builds. Sadly, there are no 411s or 412s that can work under their own power. Many of the sounds for this pack were produced with the assistance of the Southern Electric Traction Group, who are currently restoring a similar Class 423 EMU number 3417 Gordon Pettit to mainline condition. A link to their website will be placed in the description should you wish to support them. The traction motors sound awesome. I love their deep throb, and they make me grin like a kid in a sweet shop. There is even a pronounced pop when shutting off power. Each of the earlier mentioned bogie variants come with their own specific run sounds. Brake rub is the same across the board, and brake squeal is varied, meaning that different sounding squeals are randomly generated from a staggering pool of 74 sounds. The 411s and 412s were always known for their loud traction motors, and as such, motor factor is included, where you can actively alter their volume on a scale between 1 and 6. These trains are also known for their different sounding horns, so new to this pack is the horn factor. 6 different sounding horns can be cycled through by pressing Shift and H and Control and H respectively. As per usual, external sounds can be heard from the cab when the windows are open. Additionally, when you sit in the guard's compartment, you can hear the ready to start signal being given and the active reply. These sounds, along with the AWS, can also be heard from the DMS behind the cab and externally when the cab windows are open. 6 scenarios are included with this pack, 3 for the Chatham and Medway Valley route and 3 for the Southampton to Bournemouth route. Each scenario is based off real timetables and train formations. They are set at different times of day and test you in various weather conditions. In summary, this pack certainly is one of the most detailed and feature-filled packs that are available from Armstrong Powerhouse to date. A high level of talent and passion is clearly demonstrated. The model work is exquisite, the sounds are perfect, and the scripting is very clever indeed. If there was anything that could be improved upon in a future update, I would just say that the wheel slip could be toned down slightly. I know that's the point of a challenge, but the steep learning curve could put some people off. Having said that, when you do hit the right notes, if you pardon the musical pun, there is a massive sense of satisfaction to be had. Considering the amount of work that has gone in, and the level of detail is astronomical, then I can very much recommend that this pack is worth every penny. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to rate, comment and share. If you would like to follow me and stay up to date, why not subscribe and turn on notifications? Thank you very much for watching and take care.